Hello and welcome to autoX. My name is Karan Mathur and the legend is finally back. This is the all-new Royal Enfield Bullet 350, and in this video I'm going to give you a detailed walk around and tell you what it gets, what it doesn't, and show you everything that you need to know about this new motorcycle. So let's get started. First and foremost, let's start with the design, and as you guys can see, not much has changed in terms of how it looks. It still gets a round headlamp, spoke wheels, a teardrop shaped fuel tank, a long single piece seat, the large iconic 350cc engine with the air fins on top. Over that you also get the famous Madras pinstriping and the iconic Bullet 350 logo. So let's start with the front first, and if you come closer you'll get to see this round headlamp which gets halogen headlights. Even the indicators are halogen based, and the iconic tiger lights on top also are halogen based. Next, if you come to the wheels, you get the familiar stainless steel spokes and you get 300mm discs up front. Now, to add to the mix, you also get 41mm front forks. Next, we come further back and you get to see this teardrop shaped fuel tank which also gets the famous Madras pin striping, and this one is the black gold top of the line version, and as you can see you get a combination of matte black and gloss black in this trim. Now here's an interesting fact about the emblems that have been used on the Bullet 350, and once you see the Royal Enfield logo and the Bullet 350 logo, you'll instantly recognize that these have taken inspiration from the Bullet 350s of yesteryear, and I think they look really cool and they give a definite ode to the Bullets of yesteryear. Next, if you look towards the switch gear, here you get the starter switch which is familiar to the new Royal Enfields that have been coming out. Under that you get a switch for the hazard lights, and then if you look towards the left you get a switch for the headlights, indicators, horn, and the information button which changes the display on the instrument console. Now moving further back from the 13-liter fuel tank, you get a plush large single piece seat, and in my experience I think it is quite comfortable. Now in our visit to the Royal Enfield plant, they also showed us that they have been paying special attention to the comfort of their seats in their new motorcycle, and I think it has paid off quite well in this regard. So in terms of design, I really like what the Bullet has to offer, but if you talk about ergonomics, it gets pretty stereotypical Bullet ergonomics as well. I sit pretty upright, I'm far enough from the handlebar to not lean over, and I'm not too leaned in to the bike either. Everything falls to reach easily, the instrument console is pretty easily readable, I have a good view ahead, and with the extra cushioning that Royal Enfield has offering with their seats, it is a pretty comfortable place to be. Now as you can see, there are a lot of blacked out bits like the exhaust, like the engine, the frame, all of it has been blacked out to give it that mean look. Now looking further back, you also get 270mm disc brakes at the back, and front and the back are connected to a dual channel ABS. Now while the design is retro, you get modern touches like these tires. You get see it zoom tires with 100 section tires at front and 120 section tires at the back. Now moving to the rear, you'll notice that the tail lamp cluster has been borrowed from the new Royal Enfields that have been coming out. It is a pretty smart looking unit, and it gets halogen lamps for the stoplight and for the indicators. Overall, with the blacked out bits, the perfect amount of chrome mixed into all of it, I think the new Bullet 350 follows from the tradition of the old, but at the same time looks really handsome. Now that was it for the design. Let's move to the meat of the matter, which is mechanicals. And in terms of that, you get a 349cc J-series air oil-cooled engine which makes 20.2 bhp and 27 Nm of peak torque. And combined to that, you get a 5-speed gearbox. Now this J-series engine is something which we're quite familiar with, and in our opinion, it is quite a happy performer. It is peppy, it is smooth, it is refined, and will almost certainly be the same way with this new Bullet 350. We're waiting to take this motorcycle out on the road to give it a proper test, and stay tuned for that video. So now that you know what the engine specs are, here's how it sounds. So I think it's pretty thumpy, it's pretty bassy, and it is definitely an homage. And I think it is a definite homage to the iconic duk duk sound of the bullets of yesteryear. Now that I've told you about design, mechanicals and features, let's move to variants and its prices. First, you get the military red and the military black. That comes in at a price of 1.73 lakh ex-showroom. Next, we move on to the standard maroon and standard black, which comes in at a price of 1.97 lakh. And finally, you have the top of the line black gold version, which comes in at a price of rupees 2.15 lakh ex-showroom. Now, bookings for all these models will start today, and the customer deliveries will begin by 3rd September. So ladies and gentlemen, that was our detailed walk around video of the all new Bullet 350, and in our opinion, it is quite a nice looking and well loaded bike. In terms of design, Royal Enfield has done a good job in bringing a combination of tradition and modernity into the overall design. I really like how it looks, and it is quite a homage to the bike that gave Royal Enfield its footing in the Indian market. Next, if you come to mechanicals, it gets the all-new J-series engine, which we are quite familiar with from the bikes like the Hunter and the Meteor, and we really like how it has to perform. It's smooth, it's peppy, and overall will keep you very happy in terms of performance. Over that, you come to the price, and I think it is a good combination of good pricing, good design, and a bike with proper heritage. Overall, as you can tell, I'm really excited about this new motorcycle and wait to take this out for a full ride review. What do you guys think about this motorcycle? Tell us in the comment section down below, and also tell us if you think this bike pays homage to the original bike which we all love.